Attention everyone, Fortnite has a special freebie for Rick and Morty fans, and it took a while, but after 5 years in, Fortnite finally added a tutorial. In other news, God of War Ragnarok makes an important change to boss fights. John Wick might get his video games in the future, and more news to come. Stick around until the end of the video to find out more. But first, Fortnite has a special freebie for Rick and Morty fans. Fortnite players have been given a shot at snagging an exciting free in-game item based on Rick and Morty. The item, a Pickle Rick Back Bling, can be unlocked by completing the 8 Horde Rush quest. The Back Bling will also be made available in the game's item shop in the future, but no release date has been announced yet. So Rick and Morty fans would probably like to snag it up right now while it's still free, so they don't have to drop any of their precious V-Bucks to attain this special item. Fortnite revealed on their official Twitter account that some Fortnite users might be experiencing some issues with the Pickle Rick Back Bling not appearing in the game, even though they have completed the required number of Horde Rush quests and equipping the item. The bug has since been fixed, but Epic Games suggests logging out and logging back in if the issue persists. This isn't the first time Fortnite has offered special content based on the popular Rick and Morty. In the past, several skins inspired by the show have been released in the game, including designs based on Rick, Morty, Mr. Meeseeks, and Summer. The latter two outfits were released in the last 2 weeks, giving avid Fortnite players who also happen to be fans of Rick and Morty more incentive to spend some more time in Fortnite lately. Following 5 years in, Fortnite finally added a tutorial. It's been over 5 years since Epic Games released the first version of Fortnite, though to some, it may even feel like it's been longer than that. But there is finally some good news for newcomers to the game. An actual tutorial map has been added to the PC and console versions of the game. The developers quietly added the tutorial to the PC on the 31st of October and then rolled it over to consoles the next day. It gives you breathing room as you practice shooting targets without being mauled by human foes before you even find your bearings. You're also taught the basics, such as move, crouch, jump, and break items. But more importantly, the tutorial teaches you how to build things, a feature in Fortnite that is the most mysterious to anyone who has just ventured out into the game for the first time. This tutorial has previously also been available on the game's mobile version, so it's possible that the developers of Fortnite just assumed that anyone playing on a console or PC didn't need the help of something as frivolous as a tutorial. But you'd think platforms like YouTube wouldn't be filled with homemade creative mode tutorials if that was the case. If you've previously given up on Fortnite because you didn't understand how to get around, maybe it's time to give the game another shot. Next in, God of War Ragnarok makes an important change to boss fights. There are a few things as divisive in modern gaming as boss fights. While most people who simply enjoy a game wouldn't mind skipping a boss fight, it's clear that there are people who would consider such a thing the highest form of treason, punishable by a very painful death. So it's possible that the news of the introduction of mid-boss checkpoints for those who want them in the new God of War Ragnarok won't be welcomed with open arms by everyone. But here it is. Hidden within Ragnarok's accessibility settings is the option to give mini-boss fights a midway checkpoint. Now, this option is turned off by default. It's also not being trumpeted by the game, but many will be elated to hear that it will at least be an option. The game has also noted that this option is meant to be activated if a mini-boss has provided an insurmountable challenge. It is locked in No Mercy and God of War difficulty, so worry not. If you're no longer interested in this new feature, you don't have to know it's there. But those who have run into a wall don't have to give up on the game entirely. Those with a disability will also welcome this option. Will you be using this new feature? Before you go, let us tell you what else we have for you if you decide to stick around a little longer. Next, we're talking about how John Wick might get his video games in the future. League of Legends developer Riot Games admits to censorship after releasing its first black gay hero, and rumor has it that Diablo 4 will be released in April of 2023. Keep watching if you want to find out more. First up, John Wick might get his video games in the future. Keanu Reeves has stabbed, shot, library book, and horsed countless gangsters and hired guns to death across 3 going on 4 John Wick films since 2014. And we already know that this unexpected franchise will continue even further with the upcoming prequel series The Continental and a 5th movie further down the road, though that's still a couple of years away. And then there are rumors of the ballerina spin-off film, supposedly led by Ana de Armas, but that's yet to be confirmed. In any case, it looks like Lionsgate is persistent in keeping the John Wick franchise alive in any way it can. And what better way to do that than with video games? Well, what do you know? Lionsgate CEO John Feltheimer has said that the company has been looking at pitches for a video game based on the movies. Now, nothing is set in stone yet, but Feltheimer did tease that if there ever will be a John Wick game, it will likely be coming from a AAA developer. He added that he didn't want to get ahead of himself. They've only been fielding proposals, but they are interested in moving forward with the idea. So far, the only game that has come out of the John Wick franchise franchise has been John Wick Hex, a 2019 timeline strategy game from the developer Bitshell Games, which served as a prequel to the movies. Which developer do you think would be perfect for the John Wick franchise? Next, League of Legends developer Riot Games admits to censorship after releasing its first black gay hero. League of Legends has proudly been promoting its first black gay character, with him appearing alongside rapper Lil Nas X in trailers. But not all is as it seems, as Riot Games, the developer behind League of Legends, has now admitted that LGBTQ+ representation is censored in some specific markets. In other words, some references to homosexuality will be removed in countries where gay marriage or simply being gay is illegal. League's executive producer Jeremy Lee admitted that the developer would replace words such as lover with partner in countries that are unfriendly towards the rights of people from the LGBTQ+ community. The news comes after Riot Games released its first gay black champion, Kaysant, who has been marketed heavily in trailers featuring rapper Lil Nas X, who is openly gay and will perform at the tournament's opening ceremony. League of Legends players take on the role of champions in teams and have to work together to achieve objectives. Each champion has an elaborate backstory composed by the game's writers. Lee also said that they're very proud of the new character and they want every player to be able to find a champion that resonates with them. But there are still people who are saddened by the news that the character will be straightwashed in certain regions. And lastly, rumor has it that Diablo 4 will be released in April of 2023. Sources suggest that Activision Blizzard is preparing to launch its next flagship ARPG, the very long-awaited Diablo 4, in April 2023. The upcoming entry in the Diablo franchise is already known to be slated for somewhere in 2023, but an exact date has yet to be confirmed. Diablo 4 is supposed to breathe new life into the franchise as a prime offering on both console and PC after its mobile-focused predecessor, Diablo Immortal, was widely criticized for its sneaky monetization scheme. While the specifics of Diablo 4's monetization scheme haven't been revealed yet, early gameplay leaks and other assorted information appear promising. Blizzard recently announced that Diablo 4's closed beta will end soon, with the game's public resting in early 2023. This timeline does seem to suggest that an April 2023 release for Diablo 4 is indeed plausible. When do you think the game will be released? And that's it for now. Did you get the new Rick and Morty freebie yet? Let us know in the comments. And thanks for watching.